Hi, welcome back. Another video of the Wartburg cleanup. It's a weekend now, so it's supposed to be quite hot and sunny. So the plan is get the interior out, which I've already done, and get it all jet washed and dry, ready to put back in once the welding's done. So I take it out to do patches of welding anyway. Makes sense to give it a good clean while it's out. Carpet isn't too bad. I mean, especially the back, it's fairly clean. It's just the usual, like the driver's side one. You can see where the seats and trim and everything have been. It's a lot different colour grey. And that bit's soundproofing from the back, it's dry. These ones are in the front, they're not, and they stink. So I'll get those dried out, try and find out where it's coming through, probably the windscreen area. But they're not the most watertight thing, it would appear. But the inside of it, it's absolutely spotless. I mean, the other one was just dissolved. I mean, the corners down there, bit of surface here and there, but I'll clean up and treat. Preserve it for a while, actually. The pressure washer's coming out in a second, so I'll stick you on a tripod and you can have a quicker time of it than me. That's a bit better. Come up quite well, actually. The ingrained stuff under the seats wasn't too bad. Just treated it with a load of soapy spray, scrubbed it in, left it for a bit, and give it a damn good rinse out. Hopefully it's a little bit better. It's a mixture of wet and not quite so wet at the moment, but the individual brown mucky marks have all gone, so these bits weren't too bad. They were around the seats and the kick rails, and the rear wasn't bad much anyway. Wasn't that bad, but so that's just where more water sat on it than the other. But that's cleaned it well. But there'll be one person laughing at this if he watches it. Shout out to Darren B. Yep, the interior's come out again. Absolutely stripped it, cleaned it, put it back. You'll be laughing at that. It's just typical. Always do it. It's the best way to clean an old car, especially one that's a bit damp and grotty inside, for letting water in. Give it a good clean out, get everybody else's muck out, and then it's yours then, isn't it? Job done. Alright, it's Saturday now. The carpet's pretty much dry, and I've decided to make things even hotter than it already is and start welding. I mean, it's not like it's warm or anything. The sun is beating down. I'm absolutely red hot. T-shirt's already bloody wet with sweat, and I'm gonna go make fire. Well, hopefully not fire. The extinguisher's already here, because if anything's going to go up, it'll be on the inside. It's in a triangular box section. They don't go up the doorpost, it literally is across there. This is a little bit there where the bracket was on, it sort of double skinned, and it's just rotted between the two. This side's all solid, and it's just literally about a 2-inch square. But then when you start welding, that'll turn into about a 10-inch square. Always does. Get all this waxed and cleaned up, get the wing on today hopefully. I bought some spray on wax just to treat it all in here, mainly because if that's as bad as it's got since 1990, it's never gonna, you can't see it. There you go, it's not gonna get any worse in the time I've got it, or it's in this country, because it won't be out on grotty, salty roads and things, so. I'll try and get a little bit of the footage from my welding, but it's not pretty. It's all sparky, and me shouting because I'm probably welding a t-shirt because I'm an idiot. But there you go. Right. I think I need a beer before I start this, but it's probably a bad idea. Welding done on this side. It's a bit blooming warm for it. Still a little bit on the back corner to do, but for now it lets me get the front wings and everything changed. It's a little bit on the warm side. So welded up, treated and seam sealed. So all the seams are open, so if I seal them, it stops less likely to get water in. There she is. Not the prettiest. Welding old metal to old metal is never good with a crappy welder. I mean, that thing, I've had it, I don't know, when did I get that? 1998. 98 I got that. Had a couple of liners in. That's about it really. Steel wise, it's the part of the roof off the old one. So I'm putting the correct steel back in, same age, same amount of rust, same everything. But the roof on it was about the only bit that wasn't rusty, because all the water was just leaking from the inside and going down inside the car, so the roof was above where the water was collecting. Once this is all dry, it won't take long in this heat. I'll get the black wax and everything on, then I can start putting the wing on, which will be a bit of progress because the cam belt's done, water pump and all the rest of it's all finished. The coolant is clean, so I drained it all out, flushed it through water and put fresh coolant in once I've finished. So I've got to take the header tank off on the other side. So I may as well, yeah, so I've got to take this off to get the wiring through, so that's all got to go. So once that's off, and I'll drain it and flush it through and put fresh clean coolant in again. It's actually not rusty and horrible now, it's quite clean even behind a water pump. Yeah, that's the next job. Once that side's on, that side needs to come off. But I can line it up, put the front panel on, position this side in the right place, blah blah blah. Realistically, it's not actually that bad. Once you get the front end done, there's a little bit underneath the back corners where the inner arch joins the floor. One side's got a little hole, the other side's quite a bit bigger, but there's no time like now to get it done. It's never going to be in bits again. Well, I don't plan to have it in bits again to this extent, and it's got a couple of shows booked, so I need to get it finished. So once it's dried, I'll spray it with wax and make a start putting the wing on. Don't know if it'll be today because I'm absolutely dying in this heat. I'm drinking water, Lucozade Sport, all sorts of things just to try and keep hydrated, but I know beer isn't helpful, but I quite fancy a beer now. So I think once this is sprayed up, I'll let it dry and put the wing on in a bit. Once it's cooled down a bit. Got the wax on inside the box section behind it as well, and I thought I'd do it down inside the sills as well. Got the mat down because it's dripping out of various places, which is good because it means it's getting all the way down. It'll dry off all right. Can't really see because it's so dark, but there you go. It's all sprayed up, and then ready to do. Doing the seams down the doorpost, as I said. It's a bit messy stuff, but it works. And something like this, you need it to work. Yeah, there's no button on the inside of that door. The key's locked, you can't open it. But it's all these little holes that go into the sills and box sections across the front, so you can fill them full of wax. They're not rotten now, so spraying while I'm at it, it'll help. There is this hole here behind that. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. That's it. The worst bit of the weld on a car. It's not horrendous. It's just a where the sill of the inner arch and the floor all join. The rot's got to it. But I think that'll do for today. I'm gonna go inside, have a drink, because I'm a bit too warm. Sun's out. Too hot. Not a day for welding, but it's good, the fact that I'm actually getting some progress on it. And this video's not going to come out very well because I can't see where I'm looking. There you go, that's better. Red hot. Right, that'll do for today. Next one will be putting the wings and everything back on, otherwise you end up with a whole world of massively long videos. And nobody stays to watch the end of them. Cheers.